Happy Mardi Gras, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have lots of either king cake or crepes or pancakes or waffles or whatever works for you. I hope you have a joyous day. So, hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. I am literally here every single day of the year. You're in, you're out, I'm here. And we have excellent troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we've got a great community here because of you. You've been so kind to each other. You've been so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, happy Mardi Gras. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, which I do quite a bit on YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. Anyway, hi. Oh, you're so sweet. And today I dug out the Gilded Tarot, which is a very nice deck. But one of the things I've always noticed about it is it has a whole lot of, I don't know, the whole thing has a little kind of Mardi Gras colors to it, purple and gold and green. So I thought, yeah, let's stick out the Gilded. All right. Okay. I guess we're just going to jump right in. Hello, camera. Work with me here. Hello. Okay. The brio it's like brio. Hello. Okay, we're good. And by the way, this is one of the wigs for a couple of years now. I've had plans to do a whole bunch of shorts about being self-employed, and it's called Color Organization, and it's about how to organize your business and what have you. I think this is pretty good, actually. I'm looking forward to it. This is the graphics color, the graphics part of the business. So, yeah, I like this. I think we're good. Anyway, but for now, because I've got the astrology course to do and stuff, I'm gonna dig them out every once in a while. Anyway, all right. Oh, Ricky says, and the stars of the show, the king and queen of Mardi Gras, Bobu, Zen, Kitty, and Otto. Oh, thank you, Ricky. Thank you. Little fuzz head's right here. He's trying to just got him to lay down. So, yeah. Absolutely. Sharon Rice, laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. All right. So at 3 minutes, 15 seconds in. By the way, I think you're going to like the cover tomorrow just because it's Ashen time. So it's not Valentine's Day. It's not Ash Wednesday. It's a combination of the two. So I played around, and I finally found something that I think is probably the best representative of that I can make. I might show you later. So, Giovanna says the beads are everything. Thank you. My parents actually keep these beads in a glass container in the entrance hall. And I went down there this morning. I was like, hey, can I borrow your beads? And she's like, sure, you're gonna have to dust them. It's like, okay. It's fun. If they rattle too much, please let me know, because I mean, I think they're good so far, but I hope this doesn't hurt your ears. I did stand here for a few minutes going, just because it was fun, but I don't want to do that the whole time. All right, we do the readings. Get on with it. 4 minutes, 40 seconds in. All right, so now we go down in the muck for just a little bit. Yesterday, Trump asked the Supreme Court to pause the D.C. appeals court ruling that said he did not have immunity from prosecution. Today, Chief Justice John Roberts has given Jack Smith 1 week to file a motion explaining why Trump should not have presidential immunity for election subversion crimes. Will the court be swayed by Jack's response, or has it already made up its mind? So let's have a look at that. One of the things that, now, what I heard this morning, and I don't know what the state of this is, but the 3-judge appeals court that Trump went to, who resoundingly shot that stupidity down. There's actually a full appeals court above them, and then there's the Supreme Court. And I heard that Trump might be trying to delay, if possible, delay the Supreme Court thing so he could go to the full panel and then the Supreme Court. But I haven't heard, but I've also heard this, and I don't know what's going on exactly. So, Supreme Court, you've given Jack Smith 1 week to explain to you the most basic, obvious thing on the face of the earth. It's harder to describe why the sky is blue than it is to explain why Trump should not have complete immunity from all prosecution. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at these cards because I don't know this is the 2 of Wands. Oh, that's all right. So that's communication. All right, let's see what we've got here. Hey, Star says, of course he is. Delay. Giovanna says, honestly, this is on my nerves. Why he's the exception to the rules? I agree. Yeah. Oh, I don't think it's gonna go well for Trump. Okay. This is what Trump is asking for. So his communication. Yeah. Trump is burdened by a lot. All of his own making. All of it. Absolutely every last bit of his own making. This is a death card. This is a burden that will take you down. Not literally, but right here, happy family, rule of law. This is us. This is us happy. This is not a gift. But this is one big, resounding thing, and I get pentacles for the Republicans. And even on the court, not all of the right wing on the court are MAGA. There are Republicans as well, but this is a pretty resounding ace of pentacles here, and there's a chariot. So if this doesn't mean going forward, I don't know what does. So I think he's toast. I think Trump is toast. I mean, he is, and he's desperate, but we're happy. That's in the center. And something is handed down. And this is big forward movement. And that's not a forward movement like, oh, it's going to be heard by the Supreme Court. That feels like it's forward movement like everything. A parade. That is my card of parades. Big parade floats. It's not always fast moving, but my goodness, you can't miss it. So, ay. Yes, Raymond Pascal, Trump grasping at straws. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Gray likes the cards. Good. All right. So at 9:40, Jody had a question. And Jody's question was, oh, I love this. Oh my gosh. This from Mardi Gras. My mom got me these. I didn't want much. So mom got me little tiny things for Mardi Gras. Little tiny thing of Diet Pepsi. Anyway, 45 wants Lara. Eric Forgettable Trump, his wife. Donald Trump wants Lara Trump to be the RNC Co-Chair. Let that one sink in. If she gets it, if she becomes co-chair of the Republican, the National Republican Party, Lara Trump, if she becomes co-chair, will the RNC end up filing for bankruptcy, end up being investigated for fraud or money laundering, etc.? Will Lara end up in legal trouble? So it could be embezzlement. It could be. Janelle Espinoza says Republicans are getting sick of this family. I hope so. I do think that. I do honestly believe Trump is not going to win. He's not going to be president again. I honestly believe that. But CC Ryder says, geez, RNC will be another checkbook for Trump. Well, it kind of is. And it may be that one of the reasons Ron McDaniels was booted is because Trump wants someone in there who's going to pay more of his legal bills. So, Lara Trump co-chair. Okay, first of all, I need to know is Lara Trump really going to be the co-chair? There's going to be some pushback. I'm just wondering how much. Marjorie McConnell. I think that's a laughing emoji. I can't actually, it's so small, I can't tell. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. There's the dynasty. Also a big chest full of money. But that's the Trump dynasty card for the reading. Oh, right behind it is the tower. So the dynasty is in dire shape. Yeah, and yes, she took money from a dog charity to help Trump. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Valerie Sargent says Trump appointed her. Trump wants her to be co-chair. Yeah. So 10 of Swords, Judgment, 5 of Wands, 8 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. See, I can't imagine that this is going to work. But that's because I have a real weak spot with naivete in expecting that some kind of decency will reemerge. But all right, 10 of Swords, Trump's in trouble. There's Judgment. Yes. Yeah, big cards of Trump is in so much trouble. Rancor, the far right hitting Trump, trying to stir things up. And they are the Republicans who are still supporting Trump. It's because they're afraid for their jobs and because they have no moral core. 8 of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. This is someone walking away. But I've got a Queen of Pentacles here. Maybe she's going to be filling that spot. The person who was wearing red, maybe she's the one who's going to be filling that spot. There's a chance. Anne says, I have lower standards, just hoping for competence. Oh, silly Anne. Yeah, if I keep in the grift in the family. Yeah. Kevin Weige is saying Trump Jr. for Secretary of Defense. No, who's in charge of all the? I can't. Oh gosh, my brain went blank. All the medical stuff. Then the medications. Who's usually wears a uniform. Anyway, yeah, that's who Junior wants to be. Angela M is asking, how can Trump afford all these lawyers who probably had to work 24/7? Thank you, Isabel. No, not right. Surgeon General, that's it. Thank you, Suburban Housewife. Surgeon General, yeah. Junior wants to be Surgeon General because that means he's got a direct line to. Anyway, thank you, Holly and friends. Up here. Oh, Angela M was asking, how can Trump afford all of these lawyers? It's well, number one, he can't, but he's using the money he's grifting off of people. And for a while, he got the RNC to pay some of his legal fees. And I mean, when I say some, I don't mean like, $1,000 or $2,000. I mean millions. At least that's what I heard. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, 1635, Bernadette Smith. 1640. Okay, Bernadette Smith had a question. I've been hearing a lot about Dumpey say that he is 100% sure, no, he's not, that there will be a terrorist attack in the U.S. Does he know something? And if so, is the government, are they taking this talk seriously? Oh, it feels like they're very much taking this talk seriously, but not because they necessarily think he knows something, but because he led the insurrection. So, yeah. Yes, visualize 70, so that Donald Trump has a direct line to Jim Adderall. Yes, good old Jim Adderall. Yeah. Good old Addy. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Does he know anything? Does he know something, or is he just making this up? Oh, thank you, Amelia. Thank you. Is he just making this up? Oh, it's a Fool card. That's for the reading. Guess who that is? He's desperate. And again, these cards, these are his cards, not in the future. Now, or very, very soon. Three legal swords through the heart and judgment. Again, judgment. Major arcana. Trump has huge problems coming against him. So he's desperate. Six of Pentacles. He's been grifting off people. But he's also, in order to grift off of people, he makes stuff up. He makes things sound worse than they are. Our country's being destroyed. I'm sorry, did you just say that comfortably in an air-conditioned room in front of many people who came in an orderly fashion on roads that work just fine? Destroyed? Anybody see any smoke drifting through from the everything being on fire? No, I think we're good. He's trying to scare people. And if he scares them enough, he's waiting for a ship to come in. They'll give him more money. And they'll support him more if they're afraid. Because he's afraid. So he'll say whatever. It's like dealing with this. It's like dealing with a kid. He's afraid, so he'll say anything. The man has no coping skills. Zero. He could have learned them. But no. Announcement is like your 401ks. Yeah, as the market is at an all-time high, being destroyed, I tell you. Matter of fact, there's that special election going on today for who's going to take George Santos's seat. And they were on the news. They were talking to some people who had come to a local place to vote. And this one guy guessed. Oh, well, I should say, this one person guess his gender and guess his skin color was saying the most important thing to me is immigration. They're taking our jobs and the economy and all of it. Was just like, on Long Island, last time I checked, there wasn't really a caravan from Central America going straight to Long Island. Did I miss something? So, Maltese Cottage. Mozzie and Wazzy? Yeah. Bratu, was that it? Said it will end up being the Dem. I hope so. I've been getting it that would go Democratic, but fingers crossed. It was not easy. It was not just like a runaway, as in the energy was not just like sit back and relax. So anyway, hi, do ya do. Okay, all right. Ha. All right. Well, we know that in the House, you have people like Jim Jordan, people who are doing hearings trying to throw mud on Joe Biden through Hunter or whatnot. And after all these years, I've heard, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that even some of the people like on Fox or Fox Business or whatever are getting really tired of talking to Comer, who keeps promising, yes, we know we just need to get this one thing and it's going to fall into place and we're going to have all of the evidence, and it's like, and it never happens. Apparently even they're getting tired of listening to him lie. So House GOP, their Oversight Committee's investigation into Hunter Biden. Why are they having an investigation into someone who is not and never has been a part of government? Okay. Well, there's star witness. I'm not making this up. There's a link in the description box. Is Tony Bobulinski. Remember him? So, Tony Bobulinski, the star witness in the Oversight Committee's investigation into Hunter Biden, turns out to be connected to Russian oligarch and Putin buddy Viktor Vekselberg. I'm not tripping over these names as much as I normally do because we've run into these characters before. Quote, in 2017, Vekselberg reportedly funneled $500,000, $500,000 to an LLC run by Donald Trump's former attorney and fixer, Michael Cohen. Oh, Michael. How do you think you want to add here? Anyway, $500,000, really? From a Russian to, okay. Supposedly with the intention of influencing the new administration to let Russia illegally occupy parts of eastern Ukraine, according to the Daily Beast. On Tuesday, Bobulinski will appear for a private interview with the House panel looking into impeaching President Biden. The Daily Beast reported that Bobulinski is expected to say that some of the money from a business deal with a Chinese energy project that involved Hunter Biden made its way to the then vice president. Quote, what Bobulinski seems less inclined to discuss, given his failure to respond to repeated inquiries for the story, are his past connections to Vekselberg. Really? So we're taking the word of a man who helped funnel $500,000 to an LLC run by Michael Cohen. And we're supposed to believe this person. Joyce Matthews asking, will Democrats be at this meeting? I don't know. No, it starts with 2 cards. It's an Oversight Committee's investigation. And they're meeting, it's a private interview with the House panel looking into impeaching President Biden. So that I don't know. So, oh, thank you, Charles. Thank you. All right, Hierophant, that would be the government being horribly misused. Got 2 cards to start with. Queen of Wands and 6 of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, the MAGAs, the whole group of them trying to give Donald charity. Well, you were impeached twice, so we've got to get Biden impeached for something. He hasn't done anything. Something. You will find something. 2 of Pentacles. Oh, shaky ground. King of Pentacles. Page of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Some of this actually does not feel serious at all. It feels like it's a delay. It's a something they want to keep going because I can't prove it. It's something they want to keep going until the election. Just keep going. They know they're on shaky ground. King of Pentacles. They're Republicans. It could also be some of you at Bobulinski. Page of Cups. Democrats, if they're not on that panel, or if they are on that panel, will not have to break a sweat to show how ridiculous all of this is, point out how ridiculous all of this is. But this Wheel of Fortune, this is not serious. They're just trying to project negativity and just repeat their lies over and over and over and their accusations over and over and over and over and over and over. Oh, thank you, Visualize 70. Imelda says, I can see Biden smiling and saying, come on, man. Joe is so cool. Yes. Oh, thank you, Amelia. Thank you. All right, so okay, this is not as serious, but this is something I just remembered that we'll go over this very briefly. I'm sure this person has some fans here, but I was not happy. Jon Stewert, back on the Daily Show. I just want to pull 3 cards on this because Jon Stewert has had his first time back on the Daily Show after many years, and he used that time to bash Biden's age. Barely glanced off of Trump not remembering some things and the griftlings not remembering some things, and complained about the candidates being old, which is a complete projection because he was talking about his own age. This is so irrelevant to what's going on. And he did say something to the effect of what's important is we need other candidates. And there was a very much other sideism. There is no equivalency here. And I just wanted to ask how Jon Stewart's going to do. And if he does well, that's good. But Miss Nan says, I started watching Jon Stewart and had to stop. It was bad. Did you, Linda H says, I wrote to a show and complained. Thank you. All right. So it's not just me, because I was livid. I was not happy. I'd say, okay, I'm sorry. This is a man who passed infrastructure, who loves and supports his wife, who cares so deeply about his children, who personally takes time to help young boys who have the same kind of stuttering problem that he had, who our economy recovered faster than any other on the planet. The markets are at an all-time high. Yes, we have problems, but my gosh, he's done so much. And you want to complain about the way he said, I want cookies, compared to a man with 91 felony charges against him, who's been found by a jury to have assaulted a woman. And plus remember the whole babies in cages thing, or not being able to be head of a charity because he stole from charities it just goes on and on. And oh, that's right. And sat around while there was real fear that members of Congress and his vice president might be unalived. There's no equivalency here. Zero. So Janice says, I couldn't watch even 5 minutes with Jon Stewart. I was so upset with him. Okay. So Carol Lamb says, I turned it off. I was pretty upset that he put them on the same level. Maria Ashley says, I watched it all and was angry at the both sidism. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I guess maybe it didn't go so well. I guess people aren't. And I honestly think it was Jon Stewart. First of all, he lives in a bubble. He has a lot of money. He has worked hard to get help to people who were hurt by 9/11. Bless him. But in a lot of ways, the women across the country who are going to be no longer with us for no good reason, has not twigged. So, this is, maybe he'll take the hint. I hope so. Knight of Swords, Page of Wands, Hierophant. Personally, I think he was funniest when he was my favorite thing. My favorite Jon Stewart joke of all time was the one where he said, look, I'm not saying when Dick Cheney walks through a room that 5 days later all the plants die. I'm just saying. Go. Yeah, actually, this is government. Page of Wands, Knight of Swords. I don't know how well this is going to go for him. He needs to go have a long talk with Stephen Colbert, who is a national treasure and kept us going, helped to keep us going through all of the Trump years. So, yeah. Whew. So, Sherry Moonchild says, I was upset about that too. There was no reason for that. Okay. Oh, and who is Jean Overton says, I turned off Jon Stewart within a minute. Okay. All right. Amelia says, Stephen will brook none of that John nonsense. Yeah. All right. So, Temperance, Star, Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles for the reading. So, Temperance, he will be told how bad that was, how upset people were. And you think the Star, okay, but that's him because he is a star. But I've got a Queen of Swords. Again, I had the Knight of Swords before with the Queen of Swords now. This is just going after people. And the card for the reading is the Ten of Pentacles, the Dynasty, the money, the established money. Yeah. All right. I'm moving on. That's sad. You know, Espinosa says women didn't appreciate it. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Anyway, so that was that. Thus endeth hashtag rant. Thus endeth the rant. Okay. And 3615, Velda Ray had a question about Rachel Maddow's show. Something happened on Rachel Maddow's show. Rachel Maddow last night reported that if Fani Willis is disqualified on the Trump election interference case, her entire office will be disqualified and the case will be dropped. What will happen? Well, Thursday, is it Thursday? Yes, Thursday, Judge McAfee in Georgia, he will be having a hearing on if Fani Willis and Wade, if Willis and Wade have been truthful about their relationship and the timing and this kind of thing, and if it in any way means they couldn't be that it wasn't impartial, that if it wasn't impartial, double negatives. So what's McAfee going to find? Judge McAfee. He seems reasonable so far. I wish he was in charge of the Florida top secret documents case. All right, Fool. This is a bad. Okay. Who was it? Which one of the losers was it? Hang on. I have graphics. And ha, look. Ding. The Fulton County 19. I made a graphic. So all of these people are technically inmates. They have inmate numbers. And it's this guy. Is this the one who is let me make this bigger. Who is the one who brought up? No, I don't think it was Cheeseborough. Who was it? It was one of these guys who brought up the problem. Oh, it was Roman. Here, campaign staffer. So, I think so. Anyway, so brought that up to try to throw dirt on Fani Willis, to humiliate her, and then try to say that the whole thing is rigged or whatever. It's not. So this is foolish. This is not going to save. This is not going to make this card go away. It's a ridiculous thing to say. Two people in the office had a relationship together. Big whoop. Because right behind that, I've got the tower. He knows he's in trouble. He knows they're all in trouble. And here I've got Emperor, Strength, Judgment. McAfee wants to get this on the record, adjudicated, done, dusted, clear. So let's see what else I can find. Let's see. Oh, yes, that was. Hang on. Gloria, is it Bugren? His wife should be investigated. And they suckered her into this. Tam 322 says it's not like they made the whole thing up exactly. Robin D says McAfee worked under Willis. So is McAfee going to say, no, you're done? The Star. Six of Cups, Page of Cups, Hermit. He mentioned they worked together. He knows what kind of person she is. And this Hermit card, because I've got a star card for the reading, which would be Willis, this Hermit at the end is probably Roman or whoever's bringing this up. Let me get clarification. Hey. Three of Cups, Six of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Strength. Yeah, it's not going to, it's going to be fine. Six of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Strength. She's in a good spot. And she actually is trying to put them in prison, going up the river, going up the river card, but she's like ferrying them up there because they're right in the middle. I've got the Five of Pentacles, which is you're out in the cold. This is ridiculous. And I've got a Strength card here. McAfee just what it feels like, what the cards are saying is McAfee just wants to get this on the record and make it crystal clear. So, ay. All right. People still seem worried. Oh, so okay, hang on. What was that? Stephanie Martin says, I watched yesterday's hearing. McAfee seemed sensible and good. I think so too. Yeah, this is, don't worry. And the Republicans, they'll keep pulling things off that tree. Does this work? Does this work? Does this work? Star, and then they're just trying to stir the pot. Yeah, so we'll see what happens Thursday, but I'm not stressing about it. So, okay. At 43:25, Joyce Matthews had a question. 43:25. Oh, speaking of the House, I'm gonna roll my eyes till they roll out the door. Will Merrick Garland allow her, Mr. I'm not going to bring charges, but I'm going to hurt Biden's reputation in any way I can? Is Garland going to allow her to testify to the House committee who wants to talk to him about his report? Stephanie Martin says Roman's lawyer was strange and not very convincing. I love that. CC Ryder says if her is given a subpoena, Garland won't back it. Gosh, I hope not. Ace of Swords. Big legal. Hey, all right. 10 of Wands, 3 of Cups, Sun, 10 of Pentacles, World. In past hasn't the House wanted to talk to Jack Smith and Garland said no? So, correct me if I'm wrong on that. So on the right, you have a burden. It's got Trump written all over it, but okay. So he's trying to burden this guy, trying to burden Biden, make him look bad, but just doesn't bring charges, and we're good. Heather Formosa says, but Jack has ongoing investigations, and Hearst case is finished. Ooh. Okay. Thank you. Got this. One moment. I'll be back. Sorry, all's well, but I have to check. All right. Back to her. Ugh. Oh, it wasn't the cat actually. It was a big thing fell. It was dropped, and I thought, there's always a possibility somebody could fall for whatever reason. So anyway, all right. Her wants to burden Biden. He didn't bring charges, so we're good. We can see what's going on. And 10 of Pentacles, the Republicans just keep trying to stick to their dynasty, get good things for themselves, bring in money. They raise money off of this. But I'm hesitant to bring up anything to do with the Lenormand deck, because I know that there's a certain way of doing things the way Becca does, and she's the expert. I'm just throwing this out there that I'm being drawn to the rats in this, which is nibbling away at. Is usually what that is. It's taking something away, nibbling away at their money. And here's a world card. So they were able, when Hunter Biden when charges were not brought against Hunter Biden, the Republicans made enough of a stink that things were reopened and it was more fluid. I don't think they're going to get him to change his mind. So, good luck. Hi. Darren says Bobulinski, Kitty, and Pumpkin are making cookies for Mardi Gras. One of them dropped the cookie tray. Oh, excuse me. Anyway. Now this blew my mind. How can you convict somebody when somebody has no convictions? I know those are separate things, but 4945. Newly leaked documents. 4950. Newly leaked documents show the Russian courts have issued an arrest warrant for Lindsey Graham. Did anybody have that on their bingo card? I don't have that on my bingo card. Over his support of Ukraine. With Trump even more firmly in Putin's pocket, how will this affect Lindsey's future in the GOP? Newly leaked documents show that Russian courts have issued an arrest warrant for Lindsey Graham over his support of Ukraine. You realize the man is an untethered weather vane. If he supports something here, he's not going to over here. Why? CC Ryder says, I saw Erin Burnett on CNN say she found out she's barred from entering Russia. Why? Be surprised if Putin didn't throw her a parade. Not her. Not Erin Burnett. Okay, that's better. Who am I thinking of? Maria Bartiromo. Sorry, that's who I was thinking of. And throw her a parade. Page of Cups. Three of Wands, Queen of Wands, Hermit, Devil, Wheel of Fortune. He follows the far right. When he follows Trump, he follows whoever's got power. Hermit, Devil, Wheel of Fortune. Lindsey might be a bit more isolated these days in general, but Devil and Wheel of Fortune, even though this is major arcana, don't Lindsey, don't go to Russia. I don't get it. Does not compute. Does not. This is like it's like one of those things they use in Zen to force your mind to silence, which is to contemplate things like, what is the sound of one hand clapping? And because it doesn't compute, your mind should go still. That's what I'm getting with this. It's our moment of Zen. The Russians contemplate. The Russian courts have issued an arrest warrant for Lindsey Graham over support of Ukraine. Silence. Anyway, Stephanie Martin Cohen. I can't remember how to pronounce it. Thank you. Harvey Norton, yes. Anyway, there's not much there. All right, Christy R had a question at 5350. 5350. Is Nikki Haley going to run on the no labels ticket with Joe Manchin? I thought they were already trying to get RFK Jr. carrying around the coffin of his uncle. But sure, Nikki Haley and Joe Manchin. I think this whole no labels thing may not go so well. Hello, Death Card. Yeah, Valley Sergeant, the no votes party. Yes. Yes. The no votes party, exactly. King of Cups, that's Manchin, potentially. Eight of Pentacles, right wing working. Seven of Swords, there's a thief card. All you're going to do is try to steal, you just steal votes. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Republicans wanting to steal votes. And weaken Biden. Ding! We are just not in a situation where we're going to have separate parties for a while. We have two umbrellas. There are already other parties involved, but the coalitions already exist. There are other countries where you have, they're all separate parties. And so then maybe you can mix and match a little bit here or there to form a government, but they're two parties for a reason, and they are two umbrellas. And they go from moderates to crazies. So, okay. Let me see here. Oh, this is okay. If you thought your brain stopped, just blanked over the Lindsay Graham thing, this might, if you're feeling cold, this might warm you up a little bit from the flames. Anyway, 5640. Oh, they're so stupid. 5650. Ready? If you're drinking something, put it down. You're not going to laugh, but just put it down. Jennifer Decker. Ever heard of Jennifer Decker? I haven't. Jennifer Decker, a white Republican Kentucky state representative, okay, stood up at an NAACP event that was meant to discuss teaching diversity in schools. Well, she was there. Is that good? That could be good. Okay. So Jennifer Decker, a white Republican Kentucky state representative, stood up at an NAACP event that was meant to discuss teaching diversity in schools and declared that her father was a slave. Oh, so, okay, so she has, seems unusual that someone would be a slave this later on, this many years later, but okay, maybe, certainly mixed races, that's cool. When pressed for clarification, Decker said that her grandparents were poor farmers. Okay. When her father was born. So his being made to work on the farm and do chores as a child made him a slave. No. Okay. The stupid it burns. Okay. Yes, Bratu. Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot? Yes. Sharon Rice says she's 140 years old? Yes, Bratu. What a maroon. What an ultra maroon. This isn't an isolated incident. I mean, they do stupid stuff like this. Linda H says, well, I'm just going to be best on that one. That was good. Stephanie Martin, Bold Pucky. Yes, that also works very well in this situation. Yeah, you should. She's getting grief for it, but she's not going to learn. The patriarchy. Hello, Emperor card for the reading. The Empress and the Queen of Wands. So womanhood, she's MAGA, basically. But she thinks, I bet if you asked her, she would probably say that they're God-given abilities that only, I'm gonna hurl if I finish that sentence, because it's so not true. Anyway, Five of Pentacles is in the center. That's not being very popular. That's being kicked out in the cold. Ace of Swords, the truth. She's being told the truth in no uncertain terms. But Six of Wands, she's also getting support. If she just walks over to the MAGA areas, they'll be supporting her. Anne says, so I was a kitchen slave because my mom made me do dishes. According to Kentucky State Representative Jennifer Decker, yes. Okay, and let me get to this one other question. I think I might have... Is that actually, do we only have one question left? Yes, we only have one question left. Okay, let's do this. All right, 10140. 10140. Vildoray had a question, and this I find hysterical. Is there any money left in the RNC for other GOP election campaigns that are not Trump? Yes, John France, what about all the slaves to fashion? Yes. Hey, there was a whole Duran Duran album, something about, it was something like Massacre on the Red, it was like Red Carpet Massacre, I think. The slaves to fashion. Oh boy, that was good. 102. Sorry, make this 102.40. All right. Is there any money left in the RNC for GOP election campaigns that are not related to Trump? Pretty good album, by the way. The Second Life song has a good beat. Three of Wands. Waiting for their ship to come in. Or just maybe Trump waiting for his ship to come in because it's all going to him. Knight of Swords, Tower, Six of Wands, Page of Cups, Magician. The legal cases coming against Trump that the RNC's helped pay for, et cetera, has it's cost a lot. It's hurt the RNC. For the center, we've got the Six of Wands, so they want to create a victory, but it's not a victory of Republicans. It's a victory of Trump MAGA. So then I've got a Page of Cups, which is making it easier for Democrats to run in various areas. But then I have the Magician. So this, when the Magician card goes bad, it's a con man. Guess who? So is there money for other? No, not really. Not like there should be. And it is allowing pages and people who might have Democrats who might have a weaker time in certain areas. It's giving them a little more space to make progress. So, but please keep hurting yourself financially to send money to man who swears up and down he's a billionaire, and don't give any money to anybody else. As my grandfather would say, you're 20 and 1. So, yeah. And that's going to do it for me for today. But happy Mardi Gras. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for going through all of this with me. Oh, we laughed, we cried. We had moments of total brain blanking. Huh? But we're here, and it's good. All right. So, happy Mardi Gras. You with the kitties. So it is 1:12 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the, yes, card drop, Jill Dalton, exactly. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel with Sarah. Sarah will be there today. I will probably take this off, but anyway, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. Thank you. All right. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope you get some joy, have some extra joy today. For tomorrow starts Lent. Any of those who were raised Catholic, even though I'm not Catholic and haven't been for decades, I still find myself oh my gosh, did I? Yeah, I lost internet there for a second. But yeah, I should dig out that book called The Year 1000, which talks about the how Lent was a necessity turned into a virtue. It's really interesting. But anyway, but tomorrow's Valentine's Day and Ash Wednesday. It's that kind of week, but hang in there. All right. You're not alone. We are in this together. There are good days ahead. Don't forget. All right. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow.